Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Advancing Consciousness Podcast with myself, Franco De Nicola. And today we're doing episode 27. And the topic is the earth round or flat? Believe it or not, it has been coming up fairly often recently. I've been asked on different occasions and I've answered. So it felt really important for me to share it with you right now. So stay tuned as we go and play with that question. So welcome back. So let's play with, is the earth round or flat? Well, you know something, that's very interesting. Because most of us wouldn't think that that was even a question any longer. We all bought into the idea that it's round because that's what we've been seeing, that's what we've been taught, and so forth. However, we have had people that have been bringing up that the earth is flat. Sometimes they call them the flat earthers or something of that nature. And believe it or not, the question has come up a few times and they asked me, well, is the earth round or flat? I mean, you have access to these things. I mean, a lot of times I would say, how does it feel with you? What seems that resonates with you or something of that nature? But today I'm going to explain what it really is. Now, again, take this with how it feels within your own resonance. So for me not to go into this with this full explanation, I did my last workshop where the question came up and I fully described the difference or what is regarding the earth being either round or flat. So we're going to watch that recording and then you can decide what it is for yourself. First of all, spirit is a holographic expression. It uses the holographic expression to create. Now, everything that exists is holographic. It's all a projection. It never left source. It's still in the field, and it creates within the field. Now, if you have a belief that the earth is flat, you will see it as such. If you see it as round, as it's been projected, it is round. So it's neither. It's how we interpret it. I've left the planet many times and I've been on ships. And the collective creation is that it's round. There are other other stars, and there's stars being other suns, solar systems with planets and whatever else. There are other playgrounds. That's how it's represented. It's not anything except that's how it was encoded to be seen. It doesn't work in the mathematics of saying, oh, is it spinning? Is there a magnetic field that keeps them there or whatever it is? Even that's made up. I mean, we see it and feel it that way because that's the way it is. Is there really a magnetic field? Well, we relate to it that way, and it functions what we've related it that way. But, again, you could say, is there a magnetic field in the movie I'm watching? It's a projection. Yes, it recorded something that was played out, but look at it this way. There's been researchers that have, put laser beams at the coast and with a boat going out. Okay? Going out. And as far as it kept going out, the laser beam started to raise, started to show higher and higher up the mast or the sails or whatever you want to call it, because of the fact that there was a curvature on the planet. Because the people that were there to prove that. So that's how they saw it. This is malleable collective. So you have multiple alternative viewpoints of that that's created by clusters. Then there have been people that have researched that with a laser and saw that no matter how far they went, it did not shift. And you say, well, how could it be one and it could be the other? Could somebody be messing around or not? Remember, we stimulate this holographic projection. Yes, a lot of the history was made up of how things function and so forth. But planet Earth, in its solar system, is moving, is rotating, is round as a main configuration. It has many layers to it, yes, in its configuration. But when you're on the ground, it's experienced flat. Is it flat? It's neither, depending on how you want to see it. Because you could see it either way. So it's neither, but on a collective scale within the galaxy, it has agreed that it's going to look and represent round, and it's going to rotate, and the rotation is really holographic too, but that rotation is interchangingness of holographics that exchanging information. It's spirit sharing with spirit, souls experiencing with souls. Okay? We're all one, but we see ourselves separate. Why do we see ourselves separate? Because we've created the playground to seem that way. That's all.
I was going to say, so collectively we could change it to a flat Earth if we all collectively agreed that that's what it was.
Yeah.
The way we wanted to see it.
Yeah, absolutely. Collectively. See, the thing is, the programmer, the designers, which are another aspect of ourselves, as another soul or other souls that have gone into the engineering level of spirit that we're creating, and some of us have been involved with that, including my own soul, or the soul that's embodying this physicality, has been engineering planets and retooling planets and so forth. So because it wanted to create a consistency, it said, okay, we're going to write in the program that it looks round, it represents as round, it moves a certain way, and has orbits and whatever else, but it's all in just this field. Does any of it exist? Absolutely not. Nothing exists, but we are creating holographic expressions and holographic opportunities to express and experience and to learn from it. So as Kimberly said. So when we're on the planet, it feels very flat. It is flat, and then whatever it is. Is it a spinning globe? From a mind concept, if you call it, how do you call it? Scientific? It doesn't quite make sense. But then you apply some sensibility to it by saying, well, there's a magnetic field, and because of how it's spinning. Because if you look at it and say, well, if it's spinning at the speed that they're saying, because that's a huge circumference to go around, to spin to see the sun every day, you say, we should be flying off. But yeah, oh yeah, we have a magnetic field. So we believe there's a magnetic field, and that holds it together. But a holographic expression doesn't have mass. We're experiencing mass within it, but there is no mass. Light is light. Light can do anything. It does not have to be contained. So we are experiencing mass, but there is no mass. We are experiencing solidity or solid, but there is no solid. It's just energy, codes, frequencies, and so forth. I don't want to blow anybody's bubble, but that's how it is. But we make it real because that's how we experience. That's what Spirit decided to do. That sourceness decided that it was best to create realism in different playgrounds with different operating codes so that we are creating different spectrums of holographic expressions so that we can experience ourselves in what looks like realism. The real thing is that we're everything. The real thing is we're source, we're light, we never left, never will, we never stop existing. Maybe that particular signature will merge, which it does, and eventually, and that's all.
Thank you. I thought that was a really good explanation.
Okay. So this does not cabbage where you want to look at it. One thing I want to do, I say, because this has been thrown at me a few times, is that, well, if we determine that the earth is flat, it will solve a lot of our problems. I go, first of all, we don't have problems. We've created particular experiences and scenarios and whatever else. But what would it solve? Oh, we'll determine that they've been lying to us. The signs are everywhere that we're kind of making stuff up. How much of it is real truth? Very little. You look at any science, any education, anything, it's all made up stuff to give us a certain perception. There's a perfection to it, but at some time we're upgrading all of that. We're moving out of it. So the solution is not because the earth is flat or round. It makes no difference. It's a frickin' playground. We come here to play. We came here to experience in what looks like form with other forms, other life forces, other spirits inhabiting specific signatures, as I explained earlier. Hopefully you enjoyed the explanation and you have more clarity now. So go out and play with it whatever way you want to see it, because it is for you to decide how you want to experience it. Because as we know, it's neither, but we have different collective ideas of how we want to see it and experience it. It's for us to choose and to play. So go out and play with all of that. If you enjoy the content and it totally resonates and you would like to support us, we welcome your support for us to keep all our platforms up and to be able to continuously share content that will help you shift forward. Now, this help is really about triggering your own memory, your own knowing, because all of us have the same knowing. We're all spirit, we're all source, we're all creators, we're all our own creations, an observer of creations, and we are this beautiful dance that exists, which is everything that is. So, there is a link below in the description where you can contribute. If you want to access any of our workshops to help you with the journey, there's a link for that. There's also a link for also the website and to join our newsletter, where you will get updates and also get notification of any upcoming workshop events or anything of that nature, and also different conversations and so forth that I will have for you to experience and grow along the way. So go out and play and have a blast. Till next time.